girls, here we go. A big matchup here. Iowa versus Miami. Number 2 Miami taking on number 5 Iowa. Both teams undefeated. This should be an absolute slobber knock tonight. I can't wait. I got 49er George in the booth with me. Getting everything nice and tight for us. P's and Q's here. Let's talk about some of the big playmakers here. From Miami, we got what's the name? Van Meter?
Van Dyke.
Van Dyke, yeah, Van Dyke. Van Dyke has been playing very well, smart football, making all the right moves that they need. Miami's defense as well is a big key, 97 overall. That's something that helps them get the ball back, helps them keep the team exactly where they need to be. They've been winning by big margins this year. They haven't let anything come in front of them. Miami's been playing tough. As far as Iowa goes, they got a home field advantage here. Absolutely sold out. They kept most of the Miami fans out. They got nine Lou, Lemon Pepper. They got Brad Banks Jr. I mean, they got a lot of studs on both sides of the ball. And I think this should be an absolute slobber knock tonight. Both teams are getting ready here, getting the playbooks together. As you can see the ratings up there on top of your screen. It seems like Miami has a nice advantage here. So Jimmy's going to have to play his P's and Q's here tonight. Both coaches making final adjustments here. We'll find these out here in a second. Here we go. Both teams coming out here. Lots of rain falling. Earlier it looked like a beautiful day, but it looks like the clouds have moved in quick, and it's just another rainy day here. Good to see a little ice. It is mid-November here, folks. I am hearing another announcers, another crew maybe in the other booth. Could be Kurt Herbstreit. Iowa will be getting the ball, so everybody keep that as a mental note. Miami will be getting the ball at halftime. Both coaches making the final adjustments before they come out here for this big kickoff here. In this Week 7 matchup, here we go. Miami is ready, and we are off. The kick is up in the air, folks. And Turner's just going to look at it, let it go by him. Iowa will be taking the ball at the 25-yard line, and here we go. Number 2 versus number 5. This has been a big anticipated matchup all week long. This is one of the big ones besides the Red River rivalry. Here we go. Iowa coming out. Brad Banks Jr. under center. 2 wideouts to the left side. 3 tight end set. And Knoxon just come across the line. Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be a delay of game. I thought that was a defensive encroachment. But no, Iowa takes just a little bit too much time, it seems like. we go. Let's give this another try, folks. J2B coming out in the shotgun. Brad Banks Jr. Play action, a quick pass, and an INT, and the Sausages get started early. Touchdown, Miami. Wow. What firepower on this defense. Like I said, that's just like a 12th, 13th man. I mean, you got this type of defense out here. Defense wins championships, and Miami is looking for a championship this year. They felt like they got snuffed last year. They're going to be coming back hard this year. That is for sure. If you're Iowa, you got to put that behind you. Get back on the right back on the hawk and soar, baby, soar. Once again, Miami kicking it off. Let's see if we get a return by Johnson. Johnson bringing it out. Good block there. Gets the ball up to the 25-yard line. So regardless, you're going to get it up to the 25. So, I mean, might as well. They got it up to 26. Not too bad there. Not the return you want it, but try to make something happen. Completely understandable. And here we go. Both coaches getting back into the drawing board. Let's see what they draw up here for Iowa's second possession of the game here. Number 5, Iowa coming back out. Brad Banks Jr. under center. I formation.
Let's go.
Bo Nose in the backfield. Miami making adjustments. Quick handoff to Bo Nose. Bo Nose breaks a couple tackles, gets 8, and that's going to be a 2nd and 2. Got to watch out for Bo Nose here. Two-way player here in Iowa. Plays basketball, plays football. This guy's absolutely a beast. I mean, he's a huge point guard. Like I said, he's also the running back. This guy knows the game plan, and that's get it done here tonight. Back out to the I formation. Actually, pistol formation. I apologize. Press on the defense. Lacey in motion. Bo Nose. And Bo Nose gets absolutely knocked. Gains of 1 yard, but still 3rd and 1. Big 3rd and 1 coming up here. Bo Nose, 2 rushes, 9 yards. And here we go. Iowa back out. Brad Banks under center. Making some adjustments. And it's going to be a quick handoff. And wouldn't you know, Miami, the number 1 defense, the team that doesn't even give up 1 yard per game, stuffs the Iowa offense. What are they going to do? They're going to kick it away? Or are they going to try to pound it one more time, left or right? And wow. A lot of coaches would go for this, but Jimmy Two Blunt's keeping it real here, folks. And keeping the punt, and here we go. This could be a JT special. Great kick to the 10, and unfortunately hits the backfield, and Sausages will take it from the Miami 25-yard line. And this will be Miami's first offensive possession. Remember, their first score came from a pick 6 on Iowa's first possession. So this will be the first time that Van Dyke will be getting the ball. And we're getting a press coverage here from Iowa. Now they're bouncing back up. Low mind games being played here. And a quick screen and quick pressure. And the ball has to be thrown away immediately. Wow, great defense by the Iowa here. It should absolutely be a coin toss game here, folks. As long as Iowa can play the defense that they know they can play. And here we go. A big handoff to Chaney. 12-yard rush. And this could be a long day if you do not slow down Chaney here.
Man left.
Miami coming out, shotgun formation. Quick handoff to Cheney. No, he keeps it, passes it out here. And number 85, Dominic, 4-yard reception. Kind of had us fooled up here in the booth.
Yeah, that tight end doesn't get a lot of work, but when he does stuff like that. Hey, I was down there solving an audio issue. Sorry about that, Bowen. Thanks for carrying the team for a while.
It's all good. I did my best.
You did great, man.
And here we go. Van Dyke back. A quick throw. 50-50 ball. And guess what? It comes down. Pope, 37-yard reception.
Yeah, challenging 9 Lou on that one. One of the best coverage defenders for Iowa. Had one-on-one coverage there. Not a lot of help. Put him on an island. And he was just able to snuck that right over his head. Not by much, though. Lou was there.
Yeah, Lemon Pepper Lou was there, but got to make the play when it matters. Here we go. 1st and 10. Van Dyke making some final checks here. Iowa pressing, doing their press back, press forward. Still some more checks going on. A quick handoff to Cheney. Breaks in. It looks like he might have gained 4.
Yeah, and we're going to see a lot of those head games of both defensive coordinators trying to show looks and then do other things. But this is a little bit of a smash mouth game on that, at least on that play it was. I'm liking it.
Absolutely smash mouth football. That's what these two teams are about. That's why they're both undefeated. And that's why this should be a slobber knocker here tonight. Iowa needs to play some D and get their team back into it. Here we go. Pistol formation. 3 wideouts to the left side. Van Dyke making some final checks here. Defense checking in with the offense. A quick handoff to Cheney. No. Van Dyke keeps the ball, rolls over to the left side. Looks like he could get the first down a little bit more, and he does before he gets knocked out. 7 yards for Van Dyke.
Van Dyke showing a ton of heart on that one. When he escaped the pocket, I knew he had some space, was able to get away from the left end there. But what I can't believe is that he was able to hold on to the football after getting hit a couple times. Didn't even reach the ground. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, seems like maybe he might have that super carrying on that feature. Great hold on to the ball. Way to get out of bounds. Know your surroundings to get the first down. And here we go. Van Dyke, pistol formation. 2 wideouts to the right side. Man in motion coming across. Nick Xavier loses 1 yard there, and that's not the play you're looking for if you're Miami.
And Restrepo's a little bit of a Swiss Army knife. He'll line up in the slot a lot of times. You saw him there on the jet action. Looked like he was going to get a jet handoff there. And then after the fake, they throw it to him. But it's not enough field right there. Did that to the boundary side, and it's not enough field to turn up there.
Yeah, sometimes you got to try things to see if they work or not. And right there, that one just did not work. But good thing is you got about 2 or 3 more tries here. Van Dyke out of the pistol formation. 3 wideouts to the right side. Cheney in the blocking position. Van Dyke taking off with his feet and choosing not to slide, and still gets the first down, and a 12-yard pickup by Van Dyke.
Yeah, and that almost didn't result in a first down. Van Dyke made the right decision to tuck it and run when he saw that all of his coverage was just real tight. But almost didn't get. If one defender could have just slid off of his block right there, he would have been able to bring him down before getting out of the pocket. But slid past him, maybe raining conditions, and now got his new first down.
Here we go. The whole right side open here for Miami. I formation. Quick handoff to Cheney. A lot of Iowa jerseys there, folks. And they pick up they lose 2 yards. Jay Higgins with the tackle.
Yeah, we saw the goal line formation there from Miami. And like you said, I formation, goal line, only a single wide receiver there to the left, ran it to the right, ran it to the field side this time. Had plenty of space over there on the right side, but too many defenders swallowing up that space. And good defense from Iowa there, bringing us to second down. But a lot of downs still left here.
Current play, 9 plays, 72 yards. Let's see if Miami can punch it in. Pistol formation. And handoff to Cheney right up the middle. Tries to bulldoze his way in and picks up 5. 3rd and goal here. Big 3rd down.
Yeah, and he laid defender number 1 directly on his back, but the bumblebee swarmed a little bit right there. He was able to get some help, and then that was what brought him down. This is a really really big 3rd and 1, but I wouldn't doubt if it's 4th down territory.
Here we go. The whole right side open once again. 3 receivers over to the left side. Pistol formation. Oh, and then Van Dyke takes a huge hit by Xavier. 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that young man's name, but I did see his jersey on the top shelf in the gift shop this morning when we were taking a look at it over there earlier. I couldn't buy it. I couldn't afford it based on what I get paid by the NWO, but I know that he's a stud and a player to watch. And Van Dyke just showing you why he's got a lucky horseshoe. He's probably going to get drafted by the Colts.
Yeah, the president of the NWO was making us watch high school footage of this kid earlier, but we see why now. Here we go. Should be Biggs versus Biggs, and it's going to be an easy touchdown for Miami. 14-0 Miami.
Miami was playing with the house's money right there. Maybe they don't go for it on 4th down if they don't have that 7-0 lead. But after that big interception on the first possession, they're playing with the house's money, and they're able to punch it in there for 7.
Absolutely. And they got a little teaser at halftime as well, getting the ball there at half. So right now, Miami's looking good. Iowa needs to come out and spread their wings.
I like what I saw out of Miami there. They were able to, just recall that shortest distance between two places, a straight line, and they just went straight up the middle. And Iowa had a couple more defenders on the edge that time, kind of watching the cutback or the middle of the field, and Cheney was able to push through.
Yeah, quite effortlessly. Here we go. Iowa looks like they'll be picking up the ball on the 25-yard line here.
Keegan Johnson with a nice return there. He showed some electricism in scout practice this week, so maybe they'll get the ball to him.
Possibly. Ball placed on the 16-yard line. I was misinformed. Here we go. Iowa out of the shotgun. Bruce in motion. Bruce going right back. Miami playing tight.
Audible from the defense there.
Here we go. Handoff to Bo's nose. Cuts back in. And he could be gaining 9 there, and he does. 2nd and 1.
Hard running there. Got the great vision. Able to move while using his blocks. Just buying time and letting those blocks develop for him. Just a great run overall, and that's what you want to get on 1st down. Now you got 2nd and 1. Possibly could run. Possibly could throw. Great job.
Great job indeed. And here we go. Brad Banks Jr. under center. Could we be looking for that famous play action? Who knows? Bo knows. Making some checks here. Brad Banks Jr. Send the tight end out. And there's the classic play action. And that could be a 1st down and a little bit more. And Johnson with the 1st down here. Here we go.
Yeah, that's Keegan Johnson. That's the return man. Like I said, he could show some explosion. But really the play was made by Brad Banks. I don't know if he anticipated the rush to get in there that quickly, but he's got to start doing so because the rush will get there that quick with these Miami athletes. They've been doing it all season to every team that they've lined up against.
Yeah, Miami has the fastest rush in the revamp, that's for sure. And here we go. Brad Banks Jr. making some checks. A quick handoff to Bo Nose. And the Miami defense quickly swallows that up with a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, number 33, Williams on that one. Just able to make a play in space there. You think with a player like Bo Knows, with the agility and strength that he has, that he'd be able to make a move, maybe get skinny or just use his speed and strength around it. But 33 made an excellent play there because if he doesn't make that tackle, Bo Knows has a chance.
Yeah, this Miami defense is definitely playing with some swag. And here we go. Bo Knows going 5 wide. Johnson in motion. Brad Banks Jr. with the pass out and a big pass deflection there by Miami.
Yeah, Brad Banks needs to understand that this is a game where he's going to have to set up and release the ball a little bit sooner than normal. Of course, not into a dangerous position like he did on his first pass to open up the game, when he threw the turnover. But just where you roll out and you get set up, it just has to happen a little bit quicker because those defensive coverage windows do close faster probably than any other team in the NWO.
Yeah, you don't get much time to think out here against this Miami defense. And here we go, a big 3rd and 13 for Iowa. Definitely expecting a pass play. What would you do here, George?
Yeah, I'm gonna get everybody out on a pass route. I might bring back one guy to protect, um, but you're gonna have to force it longer the
Here we
better.
go. Brad Banks Jr. out. Finds Lacey, makes it a fourth and manageable. And it seems like I think Iowa should go for it at this point.
Well, they didn't go for it on 4th and 1, which is when I thought they should have gone for it. It is manageable, but like right there, that route, if you're in 4 down territory, then that route is beneficial. But a little bit longer of a pass there would have gotten you past the sticks.
It seems like Iowa's going with their tough defense and believing in the D. And that's what you got to do when you're a great coach is believe in that D.
Yeah, if they could get one turnover, then it changes everything.
Great special teams kick. The
Yeah.
touchback to the 25-yard line.
That's 20. That's the second time that they've completely flipped the field position. On their second possession, Iowa wasn't able to get a first down, and they completely flipped the field with that touchback punt, and then they did the same thing here. So instead of giving Miami a short, field to work with, now they got to go 80.
80 yards indeed. Let's see if they can do it. A lot of teams have not stopped this Miami offense this year. And here we go. Van Dyke making some moves. Here we go. Chaney breaks a tackle. And this time Iowa plays nice defense with just a gain of 1.
Yeah, absolutely great defense. But you saw an extra defender there in the box, and if you do that again, they're going to recognize it. And with a 14-point lead, they're going to start throwing it up. And they've already shown that they can, get it over the top of your defense too. So you got to really stay honest in your defense approach and really play every single down.
Yeah, Iowa's that good at keeping you honest. That is for sure. Here we go. Van Dyke, 2 halfback situation here. Hands it off to, it looked like Chaney. It looks like it might have been a different halfback there, George.
Yeah.
Is that McKinnon?
Knighton?
Knighton?
Yeah, Knighton. But he just barrels, straight ahead. Looked like Chaney needed a little bit of breather after that last play. He got hit by multiple defenders on that one. And on this one, Fresh Legs is able to pick up great yardage. 3rd-and-1. Miami loves this.
Miami shotgun formations, 2 wideouts to the right side. Man in motion. Here we go. He's going to be handing it off to Chaney, and once again, the Iowa defense is there, and it's going to be a 4th-and-3, and this time you believe Miami should be punting the ball.
Yeah, and if Chaney's not able to make first downs on plays like that, if the offensive line isn't able to get the push that they need against the defense, and if Iowa's just going to, sit back and rush everybody, then look for Miami to pass out of situations like that where you expect them to run in the future. But great job by Iowa. That's really the headlines. Don't want to bury that. And looks like they're potentially, unless there's a fake here, a successful one. It looks like Iowa's going to earn the ball back.
It looks like a little pooch kick there. Not much of a kick. Iowa will be getting the ball on the 50-yard line. And Jimmy Two Blunts and the Iowa defense stayed strong and get the ball back.
Yeah, the defense and special teams just really earned them a lot of field position on those last 4 downs. And Iowa's in a great position here to, have their whole offense open to them.
Iowa coming out, shotgun formation, Bo Nose in the backfield, 2 wideouts to the left side. A quick counter play here. Bo Nose tripping and stumbling. Looks like he might have picked up 8.
Yeah, great job by the defender there to slow him up just enough because he was trying to weave through traffic there. And he had a great block there on the edge on that counter play. Looked like a pass formation, and I was about to question a pass decision, but he handed it off to Bo Nose, and Bo was able to get around that corner and really show something.
Here we go. Brad Banks Jr. of the I formation here. Making a couple checks, a quick handoff to Bo's Nose, and just pounds for the first down.
And you see Iowa's defense collapsing the left side right there. So not only did Bo Nose have the play side, but he also had the cutback. And they're going to go no huddle, a little bit of tempo here, Bone.
Yeah, kind of pulling a play out of Revamp or Panda's book. And here we go. Will this be a same run, play action? Who knows out of this out of this Iowa offense. Brad Banks Jr. making some play calls. And a quick handoff to Bo knows. No, Brad Banks Jr. keeps the ball. A nice little pass out to Johnson. One man to beat. Stays up on his feet. Could he get it in? He does. Touchdown, Iowa.
You saw it there, folks, and you heard my partner on the call. Unbelievable. Brad Banks able to handle the bootleg right there, play action on first down. I was about to question a pass play right there, but you cannot question the production on that play. Absolutely game breaking, and you do not expect that from that player. But offensive line held just long enough, and Brad Banks was able to throw on the run, deliver it to a spot to where his receiver was able to make incredible moves and play after that.
Absolutely. Great play by Iowa. They get some points back, make it just a one-possession game, and now Miami getting the ball on the 24-yard line, second quarter, 4 minutes and 35 seconds left, and it looks like they're going to be going over some of the plays with the offensive coordinator here.
Well, if you're taking notes at home, which you probably are if you love NCAA as much as us, you're going to have to remember that even one play against a very good team, an elite team, one play doesn't matter. You have to play every play against a team like Miami. And here they come. Van Dyke doesn't have an interception on the entire season. This man is the truth.
And Chaney's getting the ball here, makes a few broken tackles. And who's going to take this man down? Oh, my God. He had nothing but green in front of him, George. Wow.
Chaney is honestly a unbelievable player. I don't know how his break tackle is that good, but he trucks a defender when he wants to, and it's just really, really strange because he's super electric once he's in open field.
Miami back in a hurry-up formation. And here we go. Iowa smothered and covering them like it's Waffle House. Van Dyke back. Quick pass. And that could have been an INT, but no, a squat down. Great play by Schultz.
And the home crowd needs to see plays like that made. But the more important thing than the deflection, and you miss an opportunity not getting that catch, the more important play was that Van Dyke was staying in the pocket and he was staring down pressure. There was pressure breaking through on that offensive line. You need that pressure to consistently get there, and you need it to consistently get there as fast as you can. But great coverage by the Hawkeyes there.
Yeah, you mentioned he was pickless and almost gave up one right there. Here we go. Van Dyke, a quick handoff to Chaney. Right over to the right side, meets a couple Iowa defenders, picks up about 6.
Yeah, and Chaney's not used to ending plays like that. We can still see him lying on his back with two guys mounted on top of him. So we're going to see a little bit more of Knighton in here, I'm sure, because those are really, really tough yards here in this. It's starting to become really muddy out there. The field's getting ugly.
Tough indeed. And here we go. Big third down here for Miami. Van Dyke back. Man over the middle, catches it. And that's going to be a huge first down and a lot more.
Beautiful gutsy pass there from Van Dyke. Just sits back in the pocket. I thought we were going to see him break out of the pocket and try to catch that with his legs. But pressure didn't get there quite soon enough, and the coverage did break down after the deep post route and or the deep cutting in route, and he was just able to deliver it with velocity right on target.
Here we go. Van Dyke, shotgun spread formation. Calling out some plays here. Thomas coming up, man in motion. Looks like it could be a screen. Here it is. Couple men to beat on the outside, beats them, and this could be a big TD. Yeah. It is. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah. A lot of things to unpack on that one, but basically it's Chaney successful on a screen pass. That's completely in his repertoire. That's his forte. That's what he could do on any given play on a screen pass. Iowa almost reached the quarterback in time there. Definitely set the pressure up there. Definitely sold out to get to the quarterback, Van Dyke. And Van Dyke, credit to him that he was able to deliver something, right where Chaney needed it. And Chaney was able to catch it in stride and keep running upfield. But one of the safeties up there, once he got past that safety kind of bit on the inside move. And then, it's just mano-a-mano, and it's just one-on-one. It's hard to deal with Chaney like that. It's just difficult. He's just one of those electric players that it is hard to bring down in space. And credit to them, and Miami takes back their 14-point lead.
They certainly do, and it looks like a team to be reckoned with, and a team that's focused on a championship this year. And here we go, Iowa getting the ball here with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter. They need to push the ball, but push it smartly. And here we go. Brad Banks Jr. handed off to Bo Nose, breaking a couple tackles. Looks like he might have gained about 8 yards there.
Yeah, great run right there. Bo, got to find the sticks, got to get past them. But, on that last possession, got to remember that your defense, almost got you off the field with another turnover. That one drop pick, that's kind of like the play that, extended that drive for Miami. With that, it would have been a much different issue here. But, what we got right now is Iowa has to get past the sticks. They got a lot of real estate here to cover.
Brad Banks Jr. play action. Pass out to Johnson, and Miami's quickly there to meet him. First down, though, Iowa. And the clock stops.
Incredible. Yeah, clock stops momentarily, and that's what you want if you're Iowa. Of course, great play there by number one. That he was able to shed his tackler and kind of almost tackle him through his blocker. Is unbelievable.
Oh, my God. And absolutely 4 guys coming all over Brad Banks Jr. No protection on that line. What happened?
I mean, it sounded indecent. I don't know if I should comment on it. What you saw was a jailhouse blitz, and Iowa just wasn't prepared for it. They just weren't ready for it, and got to have something for that. Got to test the defense. Got to move guys around, see what defense they're in, and make a play.
2nd and 21 here. Brad Banks Jr. trying to get it over the middle there, and Miami looks like Ferguson was there to break it up.
Yeah, got to diagnose if they're in man or zone coverage right there. That time it looked like it was glued on man coverage, and Brad Banks had a nice pocket around him, but, can't really blame him for not seeing the pocket form as well as it did based on what happened last time. He nearly got killed.
Brad Banks Jr. back out here, 5 wide. Miami bringing pressure, and Iowa makes it a 4th and 10 and manageable with 2 minutes left. Clock still ticking. Let's see if we see a punt or if they go for it here.
Nice curl route. We see timeout from Miami. So Miami's thinking that they could get a possession either way, whether it's a turnover on downs here if Iowa goes for it, or if they punt the ball and they save themselves about 30 seconds there. So coach definitely looking to be aggressive here. And it looks like Iowa might be aggressive as well. Looks like their offensive unit is back out on the field.
This is a big play here for Iowa, and here we go. 5 wide set, Brad Banks Jr. 4th and 10, under 2 minutes to go in the game. Brad Banks Jr.'s back, sees somebody, and guess what? Another INT for this Miami defense. This defense is absolutely scary.
Had 2 defenders right there surveying the middle of the field. Sidelines looked a little bit freer, but it's hard to see that when you're expecting the pass rush to get in there. Pass rush absolutely smoked one of these downs. I think it was first down. Iowa was coming off of a first down, and it was just a jailbreak blitz. And, after that play is just, got Brad Banks kind of hearing footsteps here. And just, difficult play to rebound from. And since then, Brad Banks has just had a little bit of a challenging time of getting it into small windows.
We got some laundry on the field here. A delay of game by Van Dyke. That'll be a 5-yard penalty here. And it seems like Miami's trying to put this game away, 49er.
Well, they're not going to be able to if Iowa comes up with a turnover.
And definitely need something big.
Iowa's shown that they could do that. They forced Miami to punt on 1 down. They also held them to a 4th down on another possession. And they also dropped a pick.
Here we go. Van Dyke, handoff to Chaney. A lot of room in the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. And looks like he gained about 12 yards there.
It's a tough challenge. It's a tough job. You got a couple extra passing targets over to the right side. But Chaney, is very dangerous with that counter right there, especially when there's nobody there really setting the edge on that side. Um, if everybody gets their block on that edge right there, he's pretty much naked.
Yeah, that was 11-yard pickup, and they pick up good yards after the penalty. Here they go, shotgun formations, three wideouts to the left side, a handoff to Cheney, still staying true to the run game, breaks one tackle, first down, clock stops, second quarter, minute 15 left.
Yeah, and looked like a similar play, just kind of flipped to the other side, and Cheney able to follow his blocks and patiently just run for a first down.
Yeah, sometimes less is more, and this is what Miami's doing. And here we go. Van Dyke, shotgun spread formation. Cheney in the backfield. Man in motion. Play action. Man over to the side. They're going to just take it out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. That'll be another first down and a beautiful pass.
Yeah, that's a tall order to protect it all. That time, wide receiver just went straight for the sticks and then hit the out route just as soon as he knew that he was past the line to gain. So he just vertical and then that quick out route. Pretty smart play.
And here we go. Van Dyke back out. Quick handoff to Cheney. No, keeps it. Man across the middle. Couple men to beat. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another. And that is another Miami touchdown. Wow.
And when you're running on all cylinders, plays like that are going to happen for you. And I that's my reaction too, is just wow. Not only is he able to catch it in space, which, okay, that's a great enough play. Great ball delivery by Van Dyke. Otherwise, that play never happens. But just shrugging off defenders like they were, flies, that were unwelcome guests at your dinner table. Just shucking them. Unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely not fair. And just to get that much extra just means Miami has got something special here this year. And here we go. Iowa will be getting the ball. 52 seconds left. All their timeouts. So they still have a chance to get some points together and get this game a little bit closer.
Yeah, absolutely. They, on their last possession, they had a few first downs before they started to kind of look towards the same area of the football field. And the defenders were able to kind of sit there and collapse on it.
Brad Banks Jr. going to 5 wide. And looks like he gets a Iowa wide out to catch it. First down.
Yeah, crossing route right over the center there. Looked like a slant play or post play. Able to get one step on the defender, and that's all he needed.
And they're lining back up immediately. Bo Nose is out there as well on the left side. Brad Banks Jr. takes off to the right side. One man out there. Brad Banks takes it with his feet. Looks like he gains about 9. Iowa will take a timeout. With 30 seconds left to the halftime, make sure everybody gets their weekly bets in next week with Miller Time. Hopefully we'll be getting those back up. Check the Discord. We appreciate 49er George being here with us tonight and both competitors as well. And here we go. 37 seconds left. Brad Banks Jr. is back out there. Johnson in motion. Brad Banks Jr. steps back, hands it over to Johnson once again. Those guys have been having a great connection, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, and that's a major win. You take what the defense gives you, and as long as it's past the sticks, then you are able to stop the clock and, get everybody set up and pick the play that you want.
And here we go, a no-huddle situation. Shotgun, here we go. Bo Nose is out there, but has a little company, and Miami reads that screen to perfection.
Yeah, there was one defender in that area, but he was directly on Bo Nose's back the whole time. And Bad Banks had pretty much no option other than to throw it to him. So screenplay might have worked, just didn't.
Yeah, might have worked, but it absolutely didn't. Miami looked like they knew what was coming. Here we go, Brad Banks Jr., play action, scrolls over to the left side, using that center field speed. One guy to beat, a ball's out, and it looks like Miami might be coming up with it with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, Brad Banks, incredible scramble on that one. Did the right thing by tucking it and going, made himself pass the sticks, and then looked for a little bit more, made a move on one man, but the second man was there. The first move on the guy kind of slowed it up enough to let the second guy back in there, back into the field after he was already past him. And when he arrived on the scene, he arrived with ill intent and bad intentions, and he absolutely lit up Brad Banks. And Brad Banks maybe wasn't holding the ball in a conservative position, and too bad.
Yeah, it is raining out here. He's just a sophomore and just doing a lot with his feet, and unfortunately coughed up the football. And Cheney looks like he'll get the ball there with no timeouts being called. Looks like we'll be taking this game at half. Miami leading 28-7. And that will do it here, folks. That will take us to halftime. We'll see if either one of these competitors needs a quick timeout, a quick breather, or anything. Appreciate everybody being here. All 31 of you in the chat. Absolutely appreciate you guys. And it looks like it's going to be a quick halftime, and we're going to get back out there. And remember, Miami will be getting the ball back once again.
Yeah, Miami likes to, when they win the toss, they like to kick the ball to get it in the second half, as a lot of the coaches do in the NWO.
Second half dream, and an absolute breakaway. One man to beat. Can the man out here get the angle? Number 31, he might cut back in. He does. He gets it, and that's going to be another touchdown. 34-7 Miami.
Looked like he almost lost the ball there a little bit. That was a strange thing. It looked like he had to double clutch the ball to keep hold of it, or maybe he was just showing out. I'm not really sure what button you do to hit that, but that was a trip.
Yeah, that looked like that could have came out of the runner's hands there, and looks like it could have been Iowa's ball, but somehow just gets loose and touchdown.
Yeah, so another nail gets added here, and Iowa, one thing is you get to test this defense again. You get to see what works, what doesn't against this team. Because you will be seeing them again next year.
I mean, there's a possibility you could see him again. You're losing to number 2. You're number 5. If you run the table from here on out, there's a good chance you could see them in the national championship again.
Yeah, if you're like the USC coach, then you just turn on conservative clock and then you just kill the game. But I know that Iowa, having 7 points on the board already, might not be wanting to do that.
Close play there by Iowa, but they come up with the ball. And that is a first down. Very risky play, but rewarding.
Yeah, just taking what the defense gives you. Sorry, Cincy, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Yeah, what the defense gives you. Iowa in a hurry-up formation here. Brad Banks Jr. calling out some plays. Man across the middle. And that's going to be another big first down for Iowa. Here we go once again. Iowa getting all those big bodies up to the line. Miami electing not to regroup their defense. Brad Banks Jr. shotgun formation. Bo knows beside him. 2 wideouts to the left side. Brad Banks calling some more plays here. Bo knows stays back for extra protection. And that Miami D-line just bats the ball down.
Yeah, Brad Banks not able to get his feet set right there. Saw a defender. And, a couple of these plays have ended up bad for Brad Banks as far as, getting pressure from Miami. And so he just didn't, give himself the time to set up his feet right there. But, one thing that's interesting to see right here is that we haven't seen Iowa down in a game like this so far this season. And I know in the disaster of, the playbook being lost in this offseason, we get to see Iowa in this type of situation where they have to score points quick. They had an old playbook that, had been with the team and with the coach for years. And, there was a disaster where, the playbook was deleted or I don't know if it was a building fire. I don't know what the situation was, but, playbook was destroyed and unrecoverable. And so, Jimmy had to go and, make a new one. And now we're trying to see, okay, what does Iowa look like when they're playing from behind?
Absolutely. You haven't seen Iowa in this position. That's how well the coach has done of getting this team together.
Yeah.
And when you get down like this, which everybody does from time to time, it's curious to see the quick plays they can come up with. And here we go. Brad Banks Jr. back out of the 5 wide once again. Iowa is moving the ball. Brad Banks back over the center once again, and he finds the other Johnson this time. And that should be a 1st and goal on about the 5-yard line, looks like. And here we go. 1st and goal, 3rd quarter, 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining on the clock. Brad Banks Jr. going back to 5 wide. Brad Banks Jr. steps back, quick pass to Bruce, and that's going to be a touchdown. Iowa, 14, here we go.
Brad Banks got really, really hot. Unfortunately, EA God's only giving it to him when he's down 28 points. But, hey, you're going to take that all day long. And I thought we might see a little bit of Bonos right there, but coach just kept on the gas pedal, saw something that he liked with that 5 wideouts look, able to attack the middle with the slants right there and just sneak it in between coverage there.
Yeah, that looked like a determined Iowa team there, looking to get some points, and they do. And a bad kick here looks like by Taylor.
Yeah, pretty shitty, man.
It is a shitty kick, but the good thing is it's a tight end. And look at him take off. The big boy down the 30, the 20, and that's where maybe get down to maybe the 22-yard line.
It just shows the team speed and just how well, talented this Miami team is. It's like even on a strange, out of the norm play like that, they're able to make something huge break their way, and Iowa just on their heels at this point.
Yeah, they gain a little ground, but they end up losing 2 football fields every time for some weird reason.
Yeah, but it'll be a victory for Iowa's defense if they are able to get the stop that they're owed from dropping that interception. I really do think that would do a lot for this defensive unit and the rest of their season. Like you said, if you could run the table, and even aside from that, but, you got to put a game together every week. They're going to be playing the Cincinnati Bearcats next week, and they're going to need to bring that defensive unit, build a lot of confidence if they're able to get this stop here over this number 1 team or number 2 team.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be Cincinnati next weekend. And here we go. Quick hand off the Cheney. No.
Oh,
and
there it is.
Keeps the ball.
Yeah.
Evans with the. Why did he go out of bounds? Hopefully he stayed in.
It's okay. It's okay. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it 1st and 10 at the 1. That's the turnover you needed. What you don't want right there is to drop the ball and give him another 1st down inside the red zone there. That's what you don't want to have happen. So even though you're thinking that's a shitty play and you can focus on that, go get a 1st down. Go get a 1st down.
Iowa might consider running a. No, they quick.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That could go for 99 yards. You never know. It's been known to happen.
Yeah, it's definitely been known.
I'll break that finger right off, boy. You better put that down.
I think I've seen the TikTok.
No, but the thing is, I'm not calling any shots at anyone. I'm just saying that we know it could happen. That's all I'm saying. So the thing is Jimmy has to focus on, he's got an opportunity right here. His defense stepped up the way that he needed it to. And it's tough. I mean, you're going right into the teeth of one of the fastest playing, most vicious hitting defenses right now. But you don't back down. You still have a 3rd and manageable here. We saw Brad Banks make 3rd and manageable several times on the last possession. He can do that again here, but you got to get back to those quick decisions, and go through your progressions quick.
Absolutely, George. And here we go. Brad Banks Jr. out of the back. Yeah. Hands a pass off to Bruce over the middle. And that's going to be a 1st down and a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. There's no reason to focus on that. Just keep going forward. And Bonos is right back into the game right now. You got the whole gamut of plays back at you right now.
Yeah, no harm, no loss. Here we go. Iowa getting some breathing room. Quick handoff to Bonos, but Miami's D line is there to meet them. No gain.
Yeah, and what you're not going to be able to do is you're not going to be able to match pace of Miami at this point. You want to put together plays that work, and you want to test that defense. You want to find out, are they in man? Are they in zone? Can I send a guy in motion? Can I find out if they're in man or if they're in zone? Do something like that. Find out, where are they? Are they trailing my guy in motion?
Find that man indeed, and there he is once again. Brad Banks Jr. finding Johnson and gets the ball over to the 38-yard line. First down, Iowa.
Yeah, Keegan Johnson playing like he plays for a top 5 team right there. Brad Banks able to step back and get the time that he needs to deliver a pass.
And here we go, Brad Banks Jr. back in the I formation. A quick handoff to Boznos. No, he keeps the ball and tries to get the ball to Boznos, but ends up eating the ball there and just sticking with it.
That's fine. Only a loss of 3. Would have been nice to get the ball off to Bronos. Would have been also nice to kind of like make an outside move and then an inside move. But, he already has one fumble. So just not giving the ball up right there is a huge success. Because one of the other times that Banks, was able to make a huge play with his legs, he did cough the ball up. So he lived to fight another down right here.
Here we go. Quick play action. I'm sorry, not a play action, a pump fake, and the ball looks like it gets batted by the Miami D line.
Yeah,
Third time this game, it looks like.
Yeah, Brad Banks ends up on the ground there. The defense is ferocious. The pump fake is just enough. It kind of throws off some defenders in the secondary, but the defensive ends and defensive linemen, and they like to run 4 down linemen, and they all eat. It gives them enough time to get there.
Indeed, and here we go. We'll see what they got drawn up on this play. Brad Banks Jr., 5 wide. Miami's defender right there to break it up. Number 3 there once again.
Hey, that was you took a shot right there. Had a couple other options too. Could have taken them. Anything could happen on that play. We saw that big play from Keegan Johnson on third down, down there around the red zone of Iowa's own red zone. But, hey, got a chance right here. You're just trying to get plays. Try to make plays.
Big play for Iowa here. 5 wide. Brad Banks Jr. back. Taking off to the right side. Seeing some grass. Tries a dive. Misses one. And is not going to get the first down. And that's going to be a turnover. Miami's ball. Great try, Brad Banks Jr.
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable effort. You saw it. He could have thrown it to X, but thought he could make it with his legs. Thought he would get a little bit of a better block there from his guy who was crossing over. Didn't really get the block that he wanted. And Miami able to, they got the speed on defense. They're able to close it up.
Here we go. Miami handed it off. Now the famous flea flicker.
It's a dirty play. They did that against USC.
Yep, and here we go, getting some trouble right now, and somehow get the ball away.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's just an elite player. Van Dyke, he's that fucking good. I think he's gonna get an NIL with Playboy. That's sexy right there.
That was sexy, but almost gets him into trouble, but somehow manages to get it away. That play did work a couple weeks before for a huge play and a touchdown.
Yeah. Van Dyke, that's sexy boy Shawn Michaels right there. How does he do it? He had him dead to rights.
Here we go, Miami coming out of the pistol formation here. Looks like it's going to be a little screen. Miami doesn't get much on it. Iowa all over it this time.
Yeah, 94 with an incredible play right there. When you could stay in open field with Chaney, that's just an unbelievable play, and you just got to tip your hat to the defense on that one.
Tip your hat indeed, and Iowa was all over them there, so you got to show them a little respect. Here we go. Miami coming out, shotgun spread formation, Chaney in the backfield. And a quick handoff to Chaney, a couple spin moves, and looks like he might have gained 4 yards, 4th and 11. Should see a punt here.
And, look, coming out with a 4 wide look, and that's still a dangerous run play right there. You absolutely have to account for Chaney, because if they get hat on the hat blocking right there, he's able to slice through that defense and pick up yardage quick. And if it was like 4th and 3 or something like that, who knows if he would have gone for it. I think there's a little bit of good sportsmanship here, but, just a dangerous team. I've seen that play, be converted at 3rd and long before.
Yeah, dangerous play indeed. And here we go. Looks like Iowa's going to be picking up the ball on the 19-yard line. And Iowa still here with a slim chance to make something happen.
Yeah, it's all about, playing the game one play at a time. You got yourself in a deficit, and you can't. There's no play in football where you can score 14 points, or 21 points. You kind of could only do one play at a time. You got to string smart plays together, and I absolutely believe that Iowa's going to be able to do that. Regardless of the outcome, they're going to make good attempts and good decisions.
Iowa trying the counter play here, but Miami all over it.
Yeah, and that's not a bad decision. That's not a bad decision because we've seen that play be successful, all throughout the first half. He was eating up 8 yards at a time, 9 yards at a time. Unfortunately, they weren't first down, so, he didn't get bigger and bigger runs out of those. They kind of came, down in what, that was yielding, but still a great play call there. Didn't turn over the ball, didn't force it right back to the defense's hands, and we got a second down here.
Brad Banks Jr. play action pass. Quick pass over to Keith. Oh, the Bruce. No, it's going to be another interception for this Miami. And I believe it's going to be number 3 once again. Wow.
Yeah, 3's a little bit of a tank once he gets that, huh? Kind of strange. But, what happened right there is Brad Banks had 2 targets kind of free in that area. And he tried to give his receiver a little bit more time to get away from one of the defenders, but that let one of the other defenders in a surrounding area kind of come and knife in underneath that ball because that ball wasn't a bullet pass. It was a little bit lofted, and so it gave the defender just enough. And this is Mammary Gland right here. I mean, Mammarelli with the touchdown right here.
Yeah, quick play
Tight
action
end.
pass. Yeah, quick play action pass. Just a little throw over and pick up a quick touchdown to get a little cushion here. And that'll extend Miami's lead here, 42-14. Third quarter, 40 seconds left here. On this cold, dreary night in Iowa. And here we go. And it should be a touchback. Ball be placed on the 25-yard line. And let's see what Brad Banks Jr.'s got in store on this drive.
Yeah, occasionally you'll get a ball that's returnable from Miami's kick unit. But more often than not, they punch it, through the back of the end zone. It's not returnable. Just one more thing to game plan around.
Brad Banks Jr. under center. Quick rollout to the right side, and right there, Miami's D all over him. Third sack here for him tonight.
Yeah, and right there you could see how moisture changes the play on the field. I'm not sure of that guy's name, but he's one of the studs. That defensive end dove, hydroplaned on the water, and then tackled Brad Banks after changing his angle while hydroplaning. It's an unbelievable tackle.
Unbelievable tackle as well. They call it the Superman dive, and he got him. Brad Banks Jr. under center. Quick handoff to Bo Nose. Got some room over here on the left side. Miami's D there, though, to break it up, and that should take us to the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Miami takes on SMU next week. They have to travel on the road to SMU. Cincy, could they do this again next week?
Oh, they could absolutely do this next week. Last year, the game ended in a controversy with a new rule that we got now called the SEP rule. We didn't know who we were going to give the victory to, and I believe Danny ended up getting the victory over that one. Or did he get the loss? I cannot remember, but that's how controversial it was. So it should be a great game coming into next week. These teams only separated by 3 points.
Yeah, and don't forget that Sepp is coming off of 2 losses. His only consecutive loss streak in the NWO in the 3 seasons we've been playing, and that's going to be one pissed off Sepp, and he's going to be at home field. And I think most of his players are healthy, and this Miami team is really, really rolling. Last week putting up 50 points and a shutout. And then this week, rolling up 42 so far.
I'm gonna say I do like Miami versus Sepp. I did hear the coach at a press conference a few weeks back saying how they learned how to stop the counter run, and it seems like they haven't lied to us.
What makes Miami's team hard to play against, Cincy?
Everybody's 90 overall. They're a unit. They play as a team as well. These guys They're NFL ready. I feel like they're the new Alabama.
Yeah, for me it was speed at the linebacker position, um, defensive end position, and then the ability to hit with bad intention in the secondary. Made like easy money plays like curl routes and stuff like that. Like just not easy. I remember I was trying to work some of those curl routes and they just took it away. And then when I tried to break out of the pocket with the quarterback, he would just get, tackled right before I could escape, lunging tackle right before I could escape. And then, of course, offensively, Cheney's absolute problem. But Van Dyke was just putting the ball in places where I couldn't get to. And kind of done a little bit of that today. But this defense is really just kind of stranglehold Iowa's offense and gave them opportunity after opportunity after opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this Miami team as a whole is just is a dangerous team. Iowa played great defense for the most part tonight. I would say so. I mean, they were there. They've been in people's faces. They've caused turnovers. I believe Iowa will bounce back and probably win the conference. I'm going to go on a limb and say that they've been playing well over the last over the last year or so.
Well, if they're going to do that, they're going to have to take on Cincinnati next week.
Yeah, next week's a big game for Iowa, that's for sure, and a big game for Cincinnati.
Yeah, that one's going to be at Nippert Stadium, and Cincinnati's eager to get their wheels turning. I think they came off of a big win. Was that in Tennessee last week?
Yeah, that was a big win. I heard it was a comeback win in the fourth quarter. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in Cincinnati next weekend. And here we go. Van Dyke out of the backfield once again. Man in motion. Just going to hand it off. And could see some open room here. Ball at the 20. Ball at the 10. And Iowa's going to get them down. Looks like at the 6-yard line.
Is that Restrepo right there?
Could have been. I mean, it looks like the ball's going to be placed at the 9.
Yeah, it looked like a jet sweep out of shotgun formation. You see that happening, even when it's not a handoff to the wide receiver. It's a threat, and he actually gets it right there and runs out like a running back. He's really coached well. He must be coached by both units because as the defenders tackled him, I saw him cover the ball with both hands. Well coached.
Looking like Debo Samuel's out there. And Iowa doing a good job to plug up the offense there. What was that, George?
I was just saying, he's about to get paid because Debo's about to get paid.
Oh, yeah. Debo's about to get paid. Here we go. 2 halfback situation here for Miami. And a quick handoff. Oh, that could be a fullback. That's a big boy back there.
That's what I thought too, but I think it could be a big running back. Not sure. I'll look that up.
Yeah. Looks like his name was Hodges out there.
Yeah, Larry Hodges, the only fullback on the squad. 6'2", 227.
They must keep him back there for a little extra blocking possibility. Cheney in the backfield here. 3 wideouts to the right side. Man in motion. And a quick handoff to Cheney. Brusque right through the guy. And that is another touchdown for Miami. Wow, what a hit stick.
Yeah, I mean Miami's shown that all night where they're bouncing off defenders, bouncing off tacklers is pretty unreal.
Yeah, can't do no wrong here. That would make anybody frustrated, especially when you're just playing like lights out football. I mean, like you said, every man on this team weighs 300 pounds and has superhero powers right now.
Yeah, they definitely got a squad that's hungry. Listening and soaking up all the coaching that they can. The coaches are putting them in good positions to excel, and they really are. And playing with a lot of confidence. If I take it back all the way back to the First possession for Miami offensively. They were, down there to a 4th and 1, at the goal line there, and they didn't hesitate. They kind of, or second possession maybe. The first offensive possession. The first possession, the first score was by their defense. So, yeah, I mean, it just kind of takes some confidence to do that.
Yeah, Miami got the lead. They never looked back. With 3 minutes and 37 seconds left, looks like we should have some quick hurry up plays here from Iowa, and let's see what Brad Banks Jr.'s got left in the old book.
Yeah, when I played Miami, I just kind of did it conservative clock. Just like this ain't it.
I feel it.
And I've never done that
knows.
in this league before, but I had to. Just wasn't it.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta lick your wounds and just get out of here.
Yeah.
And Bo knows right there, gains 3 yards on the previous play. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game. Like I said, Iowa just going to have to pick up the pieces, move on to Cincinnati, and show them what they got. Miami not going to have a light game themselves. Going to be taking on the SMU Mustangs, September 2-time champion. Do you want to go on to the national champion? Do you want to pursue this as far as Miami goes? You got to be set next week.
Yeah, you said it. You absolutely said it.
Brad Banks Jr., 5-wide formation set, not giving up just quite yet. Flag on the play here, and looks like it might be a delay of game. Looks like it will be declined. We'll keep it at 4th and 7. Back to the 5-wide position here. Bo knows one of those receivers. Brad Banks Jr. steps back, rolls out to the right side, tries to beat a man, can't do it. Turnover, and it's just a bad day for Brad Banks Jr.
Just got a lot of team speed there on the Miami defense, and they get you in positions where they're running downhill, and they started running downhill after that first interception.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just not the best day. It happens. And it looks like Miami should be wasting out the clock from here on out, knowing how much of a good sport they are. And it's Nasa just doing the sportsman-like thing, losing actually 5 yards just to keep the clock moving. And that's what they'll do here. And that should do it here, folks. Miami 49, Iowa 14. We'll get both coaches in the booth, starting with Sausages, and we'll end up with Jimmy, and we will send you on out, folks. What other? You got any other games for Week 8, George?
Yeah. Let me hit that up right now. I gotta turn the sound off. My bad. There it is, right there. I think everybody can see. That's Wednesday, July 27th. That's tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern. We got the Washington Huskies traveling into Camp Randall to play Wisconsin Badgers. Wisconsin Badgers coming off of a big win and a bye week. Big win against SMU and Washington in dear need of a dub. Ever since week 1, they haven't been able to get back into the win column. So Washington, kind of a must win, even though it's not conference play. You kind of want to not drop out of the top 25. Washington's still able to keep into the top 25 despite a few losses. And Wisconsin trying to climb the ranks and keep pace with some of the more elite teams in the NWO.
Yeah, Wisconsin reminds me a lot of Iowa. A lot of run and play action passing. Great defense. Just a great team and well coached as well by a real live coach. They absolutely put it on Cincinnati like I knew they would, and you want to keep that ranking like you said. quick punt off here. Boys out here playing in the rain.
Yeah, he's just trying to kill the clock.
Yeah, low flag on the field here. Could be holding or maybe a clipping.
Yeah, plays get weird when you change direction sometimes on the CPU, on the AI, I should say.
And this should be the final play of the game, folks.
Double tight, double tight.
Van Dyke under center here. Probably going to drop a knee. And then the victory formation, and there they go. And that does it here, folks. Here at Kinnick Stadium. Miami 49, Iowa 14. If we could get the winning coach Sausages in the booth.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Sausages, how's it going?
Good, good. We had a tough team ahead of us, and kind of after that first turnover, it was just a completely different ballgame after that, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll let 49er kick it off and get him some questions in.
Denny, was there anything that Iowa did that made it difficult for you today?
Honestly, their run defense is ridiculous. That was the biggest thing. As you can hear, my offensive coordinator is extremely upset. But I didn't realize they were the second place run defense, but they certainly were. They were tough, man. And we got out of our element, not being able to run. So not being able to run was always tough.
All right, one more for you. One thing that you got to work on before SMU.
We got to be able to stop the big play. We definitely got to be able to stop the big play, man. Sep's really good at it, and we can't get out of our element. We certainly got moved out of our element a lot, and we changed up a lot. So we gotta be better at it.
All right, coach, go get your coaching staff together there. Thanks for putting on another one for us. We really appreciate you. Chat loved it. Thank you. Good luck.
All right, if we can get Jimmy Two Blunts in the booth here.
What's up, boys? Good call.
Appreciate you. Good game, Jimmy. Once again, 49er, I'm going to let you set it off. You did a good job there with Sausages. Let's see if you can do the same good job here with Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, was there anything that you thought was working well and then you got the carpet pulled from underneath you? Was there anything that you had going and you thought that it was going to be steady and reliable and then kind of just went away or stopped to work for you? Because I saw that you had some success with Brad Banks getting out of the pocket and finding guys deep. Some crossing routes were starting to work for you. Then they started to hawk it a little bit. Also, it seemed like you had some success against Cheney. Was there anything in particular that you thought was working and you would have been able to continue to work on and didn't happen?
I don't think anything was really working, honestly. There's too many good athletes at every position. I can't compete.
Yeah, what was the biggest challenge that you faced?
Speed.
Yeah.
It's like you had 15 guys out there. Does things I've played this game for 25 years, and he does things I've never seen before in my life.
Yeah, they definitely have the speed out there that is unkind and really like it was unreal at points. I felt the same way. He had a similar margin of victory against me last week. You actually did a little bit better, so hats off to you. You're a better player than I am. But hey, man, what do you got to do to be able to bounce back from this against a more mortal team next week?
Every game will be different. Playing this team it's just different. I don't know. We have to experience it. We've all experienced it. It's hard to describe.
Well, if you bring Bo Nose and the defense is able to hold on to the balls instead of batting it down, and Keegan Johnson puts forth that kind of effort again, and Brad Banks doesn't fumble that football after that scramble, I like your chances. So good luck to you the rest of the way. And as my colleague Bowen here was saying all day long, is definitely got a chance to run the table and do something there in the postseason. So appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate it.
All right, and that's going to do it for our broadcast here. As you see, Miami taking the victory over Iowa here tonight. Appreciate everybody coming out and joining us. 49er George broadcasting and producing as well. Make sure you come and join us tomorrow, Wednesday, July 27th, 9 p.m. Eastern. We got the Huskies versus Wisconsin. It's going to be a great matchup. Come out and see us. Let's get out of here, boys.
Nah, all I gotta just say is thanks. Thanks for everything you do. I really didn't do much here, and good luck to everybody in the NWO. And thanks for everybody here watching. Good night.